thoughts on Monty Williams getting fired after the first season?
I'm gonna let you go on that one because I have a question.
Well, my take is this. First of all, who's dealing Monty the bad cards? He been getting bad cards since he been out. Let's just say, let's for instance, New Orleans, Phoenix, Detroit. You go, you get Coach of the Year in 2022.
Yeah.
2021, 22, you lead them to the finals.
Yeah.
64 wins.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get fired and come back and post a 14-win season, 14-68, worst ever.
Mm-hmm.
And you got 6 years, what it is, 78.5 million. And you one of the coaches that like one of the longest losing streaks ever, 28 game losing streak. Now my thing is this, I don't know if he deserved to be fired or is the team just that bad. I don't know if Monty Williams getting dealt some bad cards here, but for you as a coach to take a team to NBA finals,
Right.
and statistically was gonna get one of the best teams that you ever, acquired with KD and Booker, and then to be exited out, that's incredible. Now, my question is it Monte or is it the bad teams that he's at?
Well, this is what I say about it. I think, the Phoenix one, there was all the teams that he was with, they was all development teams. So he is picking the right job. This is his decision to pick them. But at the same time, I don't think GMs are like being patient enough to let him work the personalities. For example, when he was with New Orleans with Chris Paul, I think he did a decent job, not a great job, but he was trying to build up a program, and that's when he got let go. And then the next team, you say the Suns, he built up a program. Once they realized they were winning the bubble, they were actually legit contenders. But you know how the GM is like, shit, if I got this type of team,
right,
I'm out just, jump the gun and go for it all. And I think who they got, they got Chris Paul again from that trade with Houston. No, OKC, not Houston, because Houston and OKC. And I think, how can I say it? He did a pretty good job. I think how they review it as, I think they just jumped the gun too much and fired him, and they hired Fringo. Not the Detroit situation. That's just plain old retarded. How you could change a culture in 1 year? You can't do that. You give Phil Jackson that team, he can't change the culture in 1 year. You can't do that. So I think GM just not impatient. Somebody told me, my stepdad told me this. It takes 5 years to build a team. Within that 5 years, you have to, if you can't build a championship team in 5 years, I think it's time to let go, but not after 1 year. That's what I see that as.
My take personally, again, like I said, I agree with everything you said, by the way.
Yeah.
Is it Monty's attitude? Is it that Monty can't coach? What is it? Because I feel like, why bring in this guy, give him 6 years?
Yeah.
Big contract.
5 years, yeah, big contract.
And then you get rid of him after 1 year and owe millions of dollars.
That's the same thing with the Bucks. Why they get rid of Andy Griffin?
Because they needed another step. They needed something else. But this is different for Monty. Monty, you come from a decent team in New Orleans.
Yeah.
And then get gifted a Phoenix team.
Mm-hmm.
And then after one season that you don't get it done, they just send you off to the Pistons, and you're supposed to make gold out of stones. That was crazy for me. But with that being said, you got. With that being said, you got the Pistons with the number 5 pick, supposed to be, and they got $60 million to spend. So obviously they made moves because they're gonna dump the load. They're gonna go young. They're probably gonna rebuild. They're probably gonna take a whole different philosophy. They got a new GM up there also.
Yeah.
But I think Monty Williams deserves a chance at a contending team to really to really analyze is he really a coach?
Mhm.
You know, because I don't think we can measure him on just on what we've been given from him, even though we've seen what he did with Phoenix. And I think that was a good run for him, and I think he should have got another opportunity over that Phoenix. That's just my whole take on that whole situation.
I ain't gonna lie. I agree. It's just I think it's his personality. I don't think he fits the personality. I think that's why. That's why I see that. If he doesn't fit the personality with the team, and then the team record doesn't show it, I think it's mainly personality for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
No.
You want to add anything on that?
No, I do not.
Got you.
No, I do not.
Also, I want to add a +1 too. Your thoughts on Kenny Atkinson getting hired to the Cavs? I love that move. What do you think?
Not too familiar with it, but
He took the 2019 Brooklyn Nets to the playoffs with D'Angelo Russell.
You say
Kenny Atkinson.
Kenny Atkinson. I don't know, man. The NBA is so crazy, so wild. So that's a hard one for me. I can't really touch on that. That. I don't know about that.
I like the move. He worked with also Jared Allen with the when he was with Brooklyn. So I think he has a little bit chemistry and Karis LeVert.
Yeah. See, I wasn't thinking about that.
So I love the move. I love this. Now, Cavs expectations. Ooh.
What did the Cavs do with Donovan?
No, they have to run it back.
Gotta run it back.
They gotta run it back.
I agree with you on that. I don't like to agree with you a lot, but I agree with that.
No, they
run
gotta run it back. They
gotta
have to run it back.